Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I play very serious videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. This sounds delicious. I need this to be good. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? Well, it happens to be my Grimm shirt, that's their cool little logo that they got. If you're unfamiliar with the band Grimm, that's fair. By the way, it's Grimm, 2 M's, like the candy. They are a local Illinois sort of horrorcore metal band. I ran into them in 2023. They were sort of supporting a tour that I, happened to kind of check in on. And they were one of the openers. I really liked what they were doing, thought they were really cool. Went over there, got some videos and some merch at the time. And then I was really fortunate in that, after that, they kept showing up in shows that I wanted to go to. And I actually got this shirt a little over a week ago. They were one of the local opening acts for a band called Scream at the Sky. And it was just so fucking cool getting to see them again, Really cool guys, love their energy. Definitely an acquired taste, not going to be for everybody. But, if you enjoy some high energy, kind of batshit crazy metal with some horror elements to it, I think that most people could get down with that. But yeah, I do really like these guys a lot. Like I said, I got some videos of their performance. Those videos are on my channel as well, just in case maybe you want to check it out. But anyway, what am I trying for today, folks? What are we doing here? Why do I hope it's really good? Well, I happen to go back out to Dairy Queen today, and I just got through reviewing their cherry dipped cone. Go watch that review. And that was all I was going to review. But they had this. It was a new item. And I was like, So what is this, folks? This is the Dairy Queen Nutter Butter Milkshake. It's Nutter Butter. They're little peanut-shaped cookies, and they're peanut butter, and they're super tasty and good. And this is it proclaims itself to be the peanut butter lovers milkshake, which I'm super excited for. And I was just like, yeah, man, that sounds like a thing that I could eat. Or drink, whatever you want to, it's a milkshake, so. All right, let's get it. Let's get a thing for the thing. Looks like this. I mean, there's no way to really make it look that sexy, but yeah. Let's try out a Nutter Butter milkshake. That's so peanutty. Oh, that's so peanut buttery. Man, oh man. Thing with Dairy Queen, because I don't, hit Dairy Queen that often. Sporadically. I like some ice cream and stuff, but usually if I'm doing ice cream or a milkshake, I'll just go to Baskin Robbins just because they're open earlier because they're connected to Dunkin'. But, sometimes I like some Dairy Queen. And the thing is, when they want to, they can really put some real good spin on their stuff. And this definitely, man, it's got a lot of flavor. I wasn't expecting that much. I've had peanut butter milkshakes before, for sure. But this one, I would put it in terms of strength of flavor, certainly in the upper tier of the ones that I've had. And then you get kind of little crunchy pieces, which I'm guessing are maybe ground up, Nutter Butter, like the cookie part. Yeah, I like that. Excuse me. And I would even go as far as to say, I do think beyond just being a peanut butter milkshake, I would say it has a Nutter Butter quality to it, It's got the peanut butter flavor. It's got the, and it's, probably built on a vanilla base. And then, like I said, you get the nice little crispy bits and stuff. I do kind of wish the crispy bits were a little bit bigger, though. A little bit chunkier. And I get, with the straw and everything, it's a milkshake, not a blizzard, so I get. But for two reasons. One, I think it would have helped the overall flavor, because if there's one thing that this does sort of lose, with having the pieces, those little chunky pieces, be so small, it kind of takes away from the contrasting element of the Nutter Butter, because the Nutter Butter is great not only because of its peanut butter flavor, but because it has two contrasting elements. One is textural, it has crunchy, and it has, the nice creamy center. You don't really get that much because, again, they're very small pieces, but you get a little bit. But the cookies themselves, although they are like peanut butter flavored cookies, they add in a different type of peanut butter. That is somewhat missing from this, So I think if they'd gone maybe a little bit bigger with them. The other thing it runs into is, from a textural standpoint, it's kind of nice when you get a bigger piece, you can kind of chew on it a little bit. When you get the smaller ones, though, if you're just drinking it, they can kind of shoot to the back of your throat. And if you're not anticipating it, you end up coughing like I did, because my brain was like, what the fuck was that? But, yeah, so when you get the cookie pieces and you get big ones that are big enough to kind of bite into, that's when you really get that Nutter Butter experience. I kind of think this would have done better as a blizzard than... But then, if it was just a blizzard, would you have peanut butter? Would you have peanut butter ice cream? Or would it just be, like a vanilla with then, I think you would want the peanut butter ice cream and then with actual chunks from the thing. I'm just saying shit out loud. I do like it. Not as much as I was hoping, but I do still enjoy it. It's a nice peanut butter milkshake. It's, creamy and sweet and peanut butter tasting. And again, the textural aspect, maybe not quite as nice as I would have liked, but I can still go with it. Okay. Two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I go with sure and sure. It's not gonna get like an overwhelming endorsement from me, because, again, I think I like what they did with it, but I do think it could have done better. I think this could have been, for me, as much as I really like Nutter Butters, I really went into this hoping this is gonna be amazing. It's gonna make my whole day better. I'm gonna go home and write the great American novel after this. It's gonna be a whole thing. So the fact that I'm not writing the great American novel, you can blame on this milkshake. But it's not to say it's bad. It's still good. I still like a peanut butter milkshake. And beyond that, like I said, I do like the little crispy bits. It just doesn't come together quite how I was hoping a Nutter Butter milkshake would. Maybe that's just me placing high expectations. But, I'm just saying. But it does still taste good. And when you do get those moments where it sort of becomes cohesive in that Nutter Butter flavor, that's when it's really nice. And it's one of those things where it's I could see myself maybe getting it again. Not as a regular thing, but every now and again. And by the same token, if I'm recommending it to somebody, same thing. If you're going into it like me and you're like, Nutter Butter, yeah! You lower your expectations a little bit. More like, Nutter Butter, woo! You get a little woo going. It's still good. But, yeah, it's not something I would say, don't go out of your way for it, Don't go over there if you're in the, the right-hand lane and, the Dairy Queen is over on the left-hand side of the street. Don't, cut across traffic to go get it, don't do that. But, to say, maybe if you're on that appropriate side of the street, you'd be like, oh, yeah, okay, we'll give it, that's about as much as I can recommend it. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly Nutter Butter proper-tastic rest of your life. Because, again, Nutter Butters get slapped down too much, I feel. I think Nutter Butters are amazing. I would go as far as to say, I would put them maybe not up there with Oreos, but, in a similar realm. I think Nutter Butters just need to market themselves a little bit better. Didn't they used to have chocolate covered ones too? Maybe I just made that up in a wonderful fever dream. If they didn't, they need to do it, and they need to give me a bunch of money for coming up with the idea. Just saying. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity to the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But What you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important that we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's what I want you to go out and do. I hope that if you do any type of creative endeavor, and you do it for a long enough period of time, that you can get to a point where you've done it so reflexively for so long that you can do like I did in the last part of the review that I was just doing, my little outro. Because I'll be honest, that whole positivity thing that I did there, and like, you know, I'm stick to that, let's do that. But I completely blanked out. My head was thinking about concert stuff. And then I got like nearing the end. It's like, oh wait, I need to click back on because I need to actually improvise what the hell I'm going to say. If any of you thought that I had scripts for this shit, oh God, no. But no, I hope that, you know, and by the way, if you do undertake any creative endeavors, please, like, you know, comment to that effect in the, you know, in the comments section of the videos and stuff like that. Because, like, I really do, like, I love supporting, like, creative stuff and everything like that. And I love hearing about that stuff, you know? So, I mean, if you write stuff or you draw stuff or whatever, you know, if you ever just want to go over there and shoot the shit about that, I'd like to hear about it. Anyway.